Good morning. I'm back. Um, Arms and shoulders. I'm already at the gym. I'm sitting in the parking lot. Low key doom scrolling. But it's all been hope core on my feed. I'm feeling really good. It's gonna be a good lift. I weighed in at about 160 this morning. I'm still on 2,300 calories. Everything is going really well. So that probably means next Thursday. Yeah, because I switch it up every Wednesday, and then I start Thursday. Um, I'll go down to 2,200 calories, and then I'll record a full day reading as well as the lift for that day, which should be chest and back. Anyways, I'll see you inside. That's pretty good. There we go. Okay. 65 pounds on this feels super heavy. That was my second set. I need 60 for 12. So 65 for 11 sounds pretty good. At least I know I'm going up in weight. I went up in weight on the shoulder presses. I'm up in weight on this. Good to my curls. And then lat raises. Ooh. Looks pretty good. God damn. Alright. Alright, fuck it, you're slightly crooked. I'm gonna strap in through these. This is something new I'm trying out just to see if I like it. Oh, I didn't even start my music. I didn't. You know what? Fuck it. That's okay. I'm already strapped in. I can't. Can't do anything about it. It was okay. I'm probably gonna switch gyms here in about a month, so the whole routine is gonna be different depending on what the machinery is. Hopefully, it's better. I'm thinking about finishing with this superset for the pump. I'm gonna finish this, go do rear delts, and then I don't know what I'm gonna superset. I'm for sure doing the machine push down. I don't know what the best way to record this is. That's pretty good. All right. I'm gonna start including these. really like it. Hold on. Okay. I obviously didn't do a superset. Ooh. Look, okay. Look up. There we go. I obviously didn't do a superset. I'm doing hammer curls. This is my second set. It's the last thing, and then I'll go check out the pump. Oh, holy shit. Okay. What was that? 9 exercises total? I did okay. Shoulder press, tricep push down. I really need to do an overhead. Oh, when I switch gyms, they have an overhead machine. That's gonna be nice. So that's what I'll be doing there. I think my biggest fear here. So I wonder if people think I'm like a douche. So I don't be talking to nobody. I just kind of walk around silently when I'm not recording. And even when I am recording, I obviously don't talk that much. Let's go take a look in the mirror. There we go. All right. Post gym, talking. I as I drive home. Um, Honestly, I don't really do a whole bunch of talking in the gym because I get kind of nervous. I get kind of shy. I don't know. I grew up with anxiety, and I just walk around. I don't talk to anybody. I just set up my camera and I just work out, which I mean is usually how I work out, anyways. I just keep to myself. I'll scroll through reels. Yes, I do scroll between sets. I do try to keep a good pace though, regardless. That being said, I did low key take a long time. I think I went in there at like 11:30. It's currently 1:30, so I could probably be a little bit better about my pacing. But as I was scrolling today, I found a video, or I came across a video. I don't know who the guy was. I'm not gonna bash the guy. I don't know. It was this guy, but he was talking about how personal trainers are a scam. Now, if you know me, I am a personal trainer. I have my certification. I work for a company. Not the proudest saying that. I'm not gonna say what company, but I do work for a company. Not for very long. Um, but yeah, he was basically talking about how personal trainers just overcharge and they're just there to count your reps. Um, and they give you quote unquote nutrition plan that you just looks very generic. Um, to an extent, I believe that is true. I do believe there are 100% personal trainers out there that do not give a gaff and they just want the money and they're just there to tell you you're doing a good job and just show up for you. However, that is about half the job. Um, Me personally, I don't like working for a company. I train people for the love of the game. Um, I don't totally agree with the prices or the rulings or the way that they have things set up. I do think it's slightly predatory, and it feeds off of people's insecurities. I have started coaching people outside of the gym, of course. I'm not gonna coach people inside where somebody already has their business set up, but like a friend and a coworker. Well, we'll start my coworker. I'll start coaching soon. I'm coaching my friend through a fat loss phase. Um, I'm not charging him anything. I said, if you let me post your progress pictures, that's fine. Which, by the way, you should go follow me on Instagram. Um, but I told him I was like, I'll do it. I don't care. I kind of do it for the love of the game, right? Before me, he was not tracking his macros, which I since then told him how many macros to hit or what macros to hit. Sorry. Uh, I keep track of his calories. I make him do check-ins on Wednesdays. I uh, make him take his weight every morning. Um, and I like that approach a lot better. I don't have to be there with him. Um, I just kind of help him, and he's doing really good, actually. He's made some pretty decent progress. But back to the actual personal trainer conversation, there are personal trainers out there who do a really good job. And if you do feel like personal trainers are a waste of money and a waste of time, then you're one of two people. You're either somebody who can do it on their own and don't see the use of a personal trainer, which 100% is awesome. Kudos to you. Or two, you don't care that much for the process. Um, and what that basically means is like you may want to look a certain way, but when it comes down to it, you don't necessarily like putting in the work and you just don't want to do it, if that makes sense. Like you just don't care enough. Like the effort to how do I say this? The effort to result ratio just doesn't make sense to you, which is fair. I mean, if it's not something you want to do, that's completely fine. I do think exercise is for everybody, and everybody should be partaking in some form of weightlifting throughout their life, even if it's just 2 or 3 times a week. Um, do you need a personal trainer for that? No. You could probably learn that on your own. Personal trainers are for people who really do want it but cannot seem to keep themselves consistent. That's really all a personal trainer is for. I do think some prices are absurd. However, some prices I do understand. Me personally, I I have my prices varying, and I'm still kind of trying to figure it out because I'm kind of new to it. Um, my coaching is a month by month. It's not crazy expensive. If somebody, like, if you want me to actually train you and not just coach you, I don't offer that. I don't like doing that. I don't want to be there every single workout. However, if you genuinely don't know what you're doing, I charge a small fee for, like, hey, I'll take you through a week of training. Like, I'm not going to do this every week, but like your first week, I'll put you, like, if you really don't know what you're doing, I'll give you a workout plan and I'll take you and I'll train you and show you how to do it. And then from then on, it's just nutrition coaching. Uh, Making sure that you're staying on top of your macros, making sure that you're actually making progress, holding you accountable. Hey, what'd you eat today? Send me your tracking. Not very hard. It's not also not very expensive. It doesn't take that much of my time. It takes maybe, like, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour of my entire week to do all of that stuff for you. So in a whole, I'd probably charge you like somewhere between 60 and 80 a month to actually, like, coach you through a nutrition process. I do believe that feeling the need that, like, or like a personal trainer trying to sell you on, oh, I have to be there every session, like, that's why you need me, like this and that. To an extent, I understand for some people who do need somebody to push them and they can't push themselves, um, or they, like, just don't show up or whatever, and they're like, God, I need to start showing up, but I just can't seem to do it. Like, if you need kind of like the guilt, like, oh, I'm spending money on a personal trainer, I should probably show up, then sure, great, awesome, cool. If that's for you, that's for you. I think once you really learn what you're doing, though, well, as long as you're pushing yourself hard, you don't really need it. And the only way you're gonna push yourself hard enough is if you really want to achieve the thing that you want to achieve. Um, but, like, I think the biggest part that, like, most people trying to get into the gym or, like, want to see the results is that you're so focused on the results you stop trying to make the process enjoyable. Like, you kind of have to enjoy going and enjoy doing the thing. Yeah, you're not going to see results in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, but, like, it's March right now. Like, your summer's in like 2 or 3 months. Yeah, you're not going to get the body of your dreams in 2 or 3 months. That's not how that works. I wish it was. It'd be cool, but it's not how it works. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes consistency. It takes discipline. To a certain degree on everything. So you just have to trust the process and keep going. Getting a personal trainer might fast track your results, but at the end of the day, all of that work is still on you. Like, they're just going to show you what to do and make sure that you're doing it, but you're the one still doing it. So I don't know. It's a touchy subject. Some people need them, some people don't. And if you don't, that's fine. But I also don't think you should. Bad trainers should be called out. Don't get me wrong. But you also shouldn't call all trainers bad when some trainers genuinely just want to help people and some people do genuinely just need a trainer. Um, I don't know. At the end of the day, everybody should just help each other. But I do understand the fact that you do need if you know something and you're giving out your knowledge and you're dedicating yourself to make sure that somebody else is seeing results, then yeah, you should be compensated. You need to make your living as well. But some people try to exploit that. I don't think that's right. Just push yourself. Keep going hard. You'll be fine. It takes a lot of time. But as long as you're doing stuff right, you're fine. Anyways, that's my rant for the day. I don't know if anybody's actually going to hear that. But that's it for the day. I'll go ahead and I'll see y'all tomorrow for, what's tomorrow? Quads, a little bit of core. Yeah. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.